My name is Eduardo Flores, and for the past 8 years, I've been working in the social sector, implementing projects for grassroots organizations in Mexico, but also assisting international organizations in Geneva and Washington, D.C., allocating the resources for those small programs in developing countries. 3 months ago, when I was working for this organization in Geneva, international organization that has presence in 18 different countries, I was trying to develop a funding proposal for a large donor, and I asked one of my colleagues one question. And I said, how many lawyers have you trained in the past 20 years? He responded that the information was there, but was not accessible at the moment. Then I asked, do you know the percentage of women that have been trained in your programs in the last year? He couldn't say an answer. So with that question is how my idea came into life. Movens is a digital platform that will allow NGOs to collect data and use that data to be analyzed to take strategic decisions to improve their performance and the positive impact in the world. The same way your telephone tells you that you ran faster or slower than last month, or that you ate, 35% more calories today than yesterday, Movens will tell NGOs if they are training enough lawyers or assisting enough women, depending on the needs of the ground. So, recent studies shows that 80% of the 60 largest NGOs in Nordic countries don't use technology, not even to implement it in their projects. Not to mention the NGOs that work in developing countries, they don't use technology at all. So we need to close that gap, the digital gap between large NGOs and small NGOs around the world. Now imagine that you have $10,000. You're not asking for money, you have the money. I am the one asking you the $10,000 for my application. And I tell you, would you give me that $10,000 because I'm gonna feed 200 children in my home country? Yes or not, probably. But what if I tell you that those $10,000 are gonna feed 350 children for 1 month in an area that is 40% less possible that receive funding, and is specifically targeted for women that historically have not been attended or assisted in my region. So data is important not only to take strategic decisions, but to build trust between donors and NGOs. Data is important also not to take a strategic decision, as I said, to improve performance, but also to keep on going in the relationship between donors and NGOs. So what I ask you today is to vote for me, because I think we need to improve the way the NGOs use technology to make this better world for all. Thank you very much.